Hello, hello, Brenda, life and stuff. Thank you for coming in. I am so sorry I am late. I am very late. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out Nightbot and getting some help and didn't realize what time it was. Oh, hold on. There, that should have took care of that. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, Ava. Hi, Doug. Hi, Anthony. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I sounding all right? Is there a lot of background noise? Well, let's see. The next prayer in my prayer book is bees, and it's a prayer for industry. And he says, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, loud and clear. Thank you, Anthony. Hello, Tony. Um, this is a shout out, but let me start this off by reading the prayer. A prayer for industry. I need the industry of bees, God, if I am to manage all my duties. When I flit from task to task, I seldom give my best. Keep me focused, devoted to the endeavors before me. Make me persistent and diligent, even in the face of tedious chores. Improve my performance by improving my attitude. Keep me from droning about, worrying, waiting for others to do the job. Make me enterprising and resourceful. Give me the skill I need to competent to be competent, the energy I need to be efficient, the purpose I need to be effective. Sustain my momentum. Make me not just occupied but engaged, not just active but productive. And when I am done, may the products of my work be sweet as honey. Amen. A woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the reward. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works being her praise at the city gate. Proverbs 31:30 to 31. Um, so that's the prayer for today. And my shout outs now. Number one shout out is from Tony, Stone Wolf Outdoors. And this is one of the gifts I won on his channel. He makes these. He made the rope that the chain is on, or the stone is on. He collects and tumbles and wires the stones, and they're so pretty. Thank you, Tony. Also, he sent me two of his stickers. So one's for me in my book, and one to go in with my giveaway stickers one day. Somebody will win those stickers. Thank you, Tony. I very much love it. I love the wolf. I actually might not put this wolf in my sticker book. It might go with my Indian stuff on the shelf with my other Indian stickers that I got from other channels. Now, the next one that I'm shouting out is from, oh, I don't want to lose everything right here. Is from Squirrel Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. And he says, hello, Victoria. Thank you for letting me come up on the panel and showing off the things I found in the water. Hope you give me a shout out on the stickers exchange. Hope you like these 3 stickers, 2 new ones and 1 old one. See you soon, Squirrel Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. And here is his stickers. He gave me 2 of these. So one will go in my book, my sticker book, and one will go in the giveaways. One day, somebody will win one. And then here's the little one. This one's so cute. Look at that. It's a little squirrel. So those will go in my book. And the other ones I already put in my book. So I have to grab my book, my sticker book, which is also, I call it the traveling journal, because I sent this thing in the mail and it traveled for me. And some people signed it, autographed it, and put stickers in it. So the beginning pages are all the people that put stickers in here or sent me stickers. The first pages are the parts that got autographed. And then it was sent back to me. So some of these people weren't able to autograph it, so I simply have their stickers. Now, the new stickers in here, let me get to them. It would take me forever to go through the entire book to show you all of them that have been sent to me by some very awesome people. I want to get to the ones that I'm shouting out today. Let me get over here. So, one channel that I'm shouting out is Dave Collier. The other one is, his name is Steve. His channel is the Backwoods Misfit. And he's awesome, friendly guy. Really helpful. I so appreciate him. And, yes, you're in there, Jan. Hello, Jan. Let me scroll up here and see what you all are saying. Ava, oh, the background, Ava? Yes, I really like it. It will be awesome when I'm playing my flute. I'm going to face myself out, and then all people will see is the background and hear my flute. Hello, Jan Dillhole. Hello, and welcome in. Stone Wolf. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Jan, exclamation, face blue, smiling. And so, speaking of Jan, I don't know that it's going to show up, Jan. I don't know why. But, oh, I was hoping that it would show up better. But this is Jan's. And it's yellow. If you look at her name on the chat, the sticker looks exactly like it. But because of my screen, it's not showing. So I do got that from Jan. Awesome lady. I did put the links in the about area of this video, so please feel free to check them out. The other person I'm shouting out is Al Shafe and his wife Nikki, and their channel is My Back Step. Now, he's awesome. They do lives, and they're fun people to hang out with. Awesome people. And I hope you guys will check him out. Now, this is DJ's cartoon. What is the rest of it, Jen? DJ's cartoon. I can't remember. Hello, Backlash Fisherman. Thank you for coming in. I'm scrolling. Yes, they are very nice stickers. I so appreciate everybody that gave me a sticker. Jailbait and Tackle, hello, and thank you for coming in and saying hello to me. Forever remember your reply about the fluttering feather fall. Oh, yes, it's a I hope it helped. That's just one of the things, and I gotta admit, I Googled it because after I saw your video, jailbait, I got curious myself. So I started Googling it and searching it out, and that was just one of the things that I found that I informed you of. Hello, Blistering Barnacles Magnet. Thank you for coming in and joining us. Um, yeah, I really thought about. Anyway, this is DJ and cartoon TV, I believe, because he's sitting on a TV. If I remember right, it's DJ's Cartoon TV. And he's an awesome, very brilliant, smart young man. So please check him out too. The other person I'm doing a shout out is for my Dola, my sister. Um, and her channel name is Alley Cat's Prepared Life. And it is what she says. She's a prepper and she cooks and she does lives. So let's see. Guardian is in here. Where are you, Guardian? There you are. I forgot to let Polarian and Sarah know that I was doing a live, Guardian. So if you can maybe drop her a link, let her know that I'm live, I would so appreciate it. And I think I got my Nightbot set up. So anybody, please test this out. If you will put LISTN, LISTN, just listen, in the chat, I would like to see, it's supposed to drop your links for you. So if you would put LISTEN in there, it should drop your link. Don't know. I'm hoping I got it set up correct. I haven't set anything else up yet. Got to talk to Eddie, which is another good channel, which is Devil Dog. And his wife is Devil Dog's keeper, Jamie. And awesome people and very helpful and informative if you need help with anything. Devil Dog is a great guy to ask if you need information to do with OBS or Nightbot or anything like that. I suggest you seek out Devil Dog. Let's see what's everybody. Did you drop? It works. It works. Jailbait dropped his link. Awesome. So, anybody want to drop your link? All you got to do is type in "listen," and it'll drop your link for you, and everybody can get to know each other. And I don't know what else to talk about. If anybody wants to do show and tell, we can still do show and tell. But I was just simply doing the shout out for these awesome channels, and I would love to do shout outs for other people. So if you want me to do you a shout out, let me know. And if you would like me to share a particular video, then send me a message in my comment area to where I have you're okay to do it, and I will do it. You give me the link in my comment section, and I will share out that link on my next Friday. And we will try to help each other grow. I almost didn't do a live tonight. Frustrations. I am trying really hard to entertain, and we've only got 8 people in the house. So please, if you wouldn't mind sharing me out, letting people know to come on over. That would be great if you wouldn't mind ringing my doorbell down there with your thumb. If you're not already a friend to my channel or to my house, a friend to my house, then please think about hitting that friendship button over there and that other bell that lets me know each time you come. So, or lets you know each time I'm in the house. And let's help each other grow. That's what it's about, right? Is being there for each other, making true friendships. At least that's what I intended it to be. A place where I could come out of my shell and I can make friends. I mean, real friendships, not just pretend friendships, not just sometime friendships, but all the time friendships. And I would like friendships to grow beyond the internet, beyond um, the social sites. You know, you can talk to me if you need an ear, if you need a shoulder. I'm the quiet listener. I don't always have something to give back except for a quiet ear to hear. And sometimes that's all some people need, just an ear, and to know that somebody's there to talk to you, that they can depend on, and know that it's kept between us. Um, and you build from there. So, hi Brenda, Life and Stuff. Thanks for coming back. And thank you for being one of the first ones in. Um, anyway, I gotta remember, invite, copy, all right. And then I'm gonna put the link over here, paste, share it, and pin it to the top. So, if anybody would like to come up and hang out with me, I would love that too. Let's build friendships. Let's get to know each other. You help me and I'll help you in any way that I possibly can. Hi, Thin Blue Lane. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm so glad to see you here. Um, so, anybody want to come up, talk to me, hang out? I can have quite a few people in my house. Um, and it does get lonely. I think we all go through that. We like company. We like socializing. That's what this is about. So, if anybody would like to come up, the link is over there. And I would love to see you come up. We'll talk about whatever. Hi, G Money.
How are you? How are you?
How are you?
I'm sorry about the lighting is very dark here right now.
Hey,
And
your lighting's better than my Dola's. Every
uh,
time she comes on, you can't never see her. I have to tell her I can't see you. Hi, Miss Canadian Scrapper. Thank you
let
for
me
coming
kill.
in.
I need to kill something here because I'm getting an echo. Let me just make sure everybody hear me better now. No echo.
I don't hear an echo. Does anybody in the chat hear an echo?
I think we're better now.
Yeah,
So
because I don't
um,
hear it.
I I just I've been typing some things and I know sometimes that chat type goes rather rapidly. I do apologize for the darkness. I didn't realize. I was just
You're
kind of
fine.
like an observer, but then you threw the offer up there. I said, "What the heck? Let me go talk to her." And first of all, I love your waterfall backdrop. That is, if I use my
Thank
lingo, I
you.
would call it badass. But that's I, not only is it like awesome, but it's I know it's there for a purpose, but I would see that a lot when I lived in Bath County, Virginia. So I call that you can get into your tranquility zone when you see stuff like that, and just your heart and soul can just relax. So, it's so appropriate to the title, your name, Quiet Listener.
Oh, thank you.
I think that is it's just so spot on with what you've done. So I just wanted to tell you, I truly admire, like we all have so many YouTube friends, and sometimes you don't always get the opportunity to interact or dialogue for different reasons. And like my life has just been like totally crazy, and I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm just telling you, like I feel like this is a cherishable moment to actually like literally, like see you face to face and at least share a little bit of my appreciation for you and what you do. I know you do a lot of stuff, following other channels, so I'm just here to say hello and thank you. That's pretty much
Well,
the end
I
of my.
thank you. You know what? This channel is nothing without the people that are in it. And that's just a fact. If people don't join, if people don't interact, then what's the sense in doing it? The whole reason my in my opinion, in my feelings, the whole reason I do it is because I want to interact. I want to make those friendships. And like I said, I would love to make friendships that go beyond the social media. You know, I the YouTube brought me out of my shell. I was, believe it or not, so reclusive, so quiet and so shy that you wouldn't recognize me um, as the person you're seeing now, and that's because YouTube and the people that genuinely want to be around. Which I need to say hello. I'll get right back to it. I need to say hi to some people. Hello, our treasured home. I think I said hello to you, but if I didn't, hello. Hopus, hello and welcome in, hon. Hello, Squirrel Magnet Fishing. I just did a shout out for you and showed off your stickers. I hope you'll watch the replay because you wasn't here when I did it. So I did give you a shout out. So thank you. Thank you very much for those stickers. And that's all. but but yeah, the whole reason for this is for friendships, and that's just my opinion of it.
I'm raising my hand as a question.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So, in all seriousness, this is no BS. When before you started talking about being a quiet person and shy and all that things of that nature that you mentioned, like it was so funny. Right before you even started down that road, I was just thinking to myself, like it's it's almost like one of those dreams that go so rapidly. But right before you mentioned it, it's almost like deja vu or something, or like a premonition. But I wanted to tell you, like this is crazy because my normal personality is I'm very much a loner, very much a loner. I stay to myself, and I like it that way. I don't, because in true reality in life, um, the less people. This is just my perspective. I'm not, Sykes could have a field day with me, but like the way I look at it is the less people you have dialogue with or interact with, the less disappointments you're going to have in life, and that's probably not the right perspective, but I can tell you from um, my own experience that that's how I feel, but learning YouTube and really putting your life out there on the open market, it's like it has really changed me because like I say this often, and I kid you not, I know what can be done on YouTube. I know my physical abilities, to do certain projects, whatever. But I know that I'm limited like right now. Like a lot of it comes down to finances too. Like you have to pay for editing software and all that stuff. But like what I'm telling you, when you nailed that message right as I was thinking it, I was like, wow, it's like she just nailed exactly what I was going to say. Like I'm very much shy loner, but when you hear me talk, like in some of my, like I do this thing, like it's, to me, it's, I, I think the reason I don't know. It's like it's psychoanalyzing myself now, I guess, as we're talking about this.
I
But I
do
do a
that all
little
the time.
series called Story Time, right? And some of them are, I don't know, they're okay. I just tell a story of something that really, happened in my life or I was affiliated with in some manner. But like sometimes I look at I look back and I watch those videos. I'm like, wow, this is the loner that can't shut up telling all these stories. And so I just appreciate you for just like honestly like throwing it out there because anybody like right now I still don't like talking to people, but on YouTube it's like there's that expression family, and I truly feel like you know I've only had I would say only one bad experience. Um, I've been trying to rectify for a little bit, but they're like I wouldn't say bad experience, but like I don't know, like uncomfortable. Like so far, nobody's like really bashed me, But I've seen a couple little sly remarks, but anyways, I'm just trying to deal with it. But I can't stop looking at your waterfall, so I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm just gonna look at that waterfall.
Well, we're going to bring up another guest we have down in the basement real quick. Hi, John.
Woohoo!
Hello, you. Hello, Victoria. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you, John?
Doing good. Nice to see you tonight. I
Nice to
was
see you.
just wanting to see if you were all right. If you need any backup, checking
Oh,
on
I'm
you, making
fine.
sure.
I'm
You know
fine.
me. I
And
always watch out for my elders.
everybody is welcome. I wish you wouldn't say that. I'm not that old.
Elders means wise in the Bible means wise unto wisdom. I'm
Oh,
calling you wise. I'm
oh,
putting
okay. Well,
wise
I like
onto
that
you.
better than older.
Elder in the Bible means wise unto wisdom. It means you
Okay.
know more than me. You've been where I'm trying to go. You
Look at
better. You,
look at all this wisdom here. I've got many years of wisdom here. Can you see all the wrinkles in the baggage? Yes.
Hi, Timmy Ray. Thank you for coming, Timmy. Yes, like I
oh,
said, anybody's welcomed up here to in my house to join us. Um, uh, my channel, I was trying. Okay, it's called trial and error too. I don't know what's going to bring people in except for being who I am,
You
and
nailed it.
that's all I can.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do.
I've tried show and tell because I haven't seen that out here on the YouTube. I haven't seen anybody doing show and tell. I don't want to copy what other people are doing just to get people to come in. I want to do something that's from me. So I figured show and tell would be a good one that people could come up, show their whatever it is they collect, they like. It doesn't matter. You can show your toilet paper. I mean, that's how it doesn't matter. Everybody's got something
That would be
that they like.
unused toilet paper. Thank you.
Yes, preferably. But but I'm messing around with
oh
that. I'm
goodness.
throwing that out there as a doesn't matter what you have. I mean, maybe it would be interesting. Whatever it is, it might be interesting to somebody. Um, I collect stickers. I collect Native American things. That's my big thing. I collect Native American things. um, but some people collect magnets. You just anything could be a collection, and anybody could be interested in it. So I thought show and tell would be an interesting one that people could come up, show the things that they like, tell us about them. Maybe they'll tell us something that we don't know, and it would bring content to my channel and help their channels too.
Can I ask
But
you a
it
question
wasn't
when you get
working
a
out.
second? No, no, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, like, I haven't really seen all of the show and tell, so please forgive me. But Um, I've had something I wanted to do in the near future. I don't know. I say near future. It all depends on finances and everything. But about, I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half or hour and 20 minutes north of us, there's a place called Venice Beach, and people will go up there and harvest like shark's teeth. So that is, I didn't want to tip my hand this early and tell everybody, but I've been kind of like I had there's like they make these like sifters, and you can do like float with pool noodles. I already got most of the ingredients other than the main thing, but so when you're talking about show and tell, like it made me want to ask you, like, do you have any arrowheads or anything like that? Because I would like, if I ever get to the point where I get up there and can sift for some of these shark's teeth in Venice, Florida. I would love to do like an exchange with you, like a show and tell exchange or something. If you ever, if you have anything, like I don't know what you have, so I don't.
I have Native American coins. I have Native American arrowheads. I have one. Um, I believe it's not an arrowhead, but maybe a spearhead. Um, and I can't remember the stone. Tony could probably tell me the stone. It's black, and you can see through it. And it was actually hand done. You can see all
Come on,
the
put out
grooves
the
and
way.
breaks of where it looked like they took another stone and sat there and chipped it until they got the right shape. Hello, Lance. Thank you for coming in. Um, but yeah, I collect. I have some, not many. Let me see if I can go grab them. If I Let me think where I put them first. I'm not really sure where I put
John will take over while you look. It's okay. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
them. Yeah, you guys talk. Let me see if I can find them.
Well, right now I have been. Some people collect knives.
Hmm.
I have been known to collect because when I was in Scouts, I used to collect knives. I we were always told two is one is none, two is one. So what I've done is I found that Amazon, right, has basically every knife out there. And you can, yes, they're camping knives and they're tools. They're not weapons, they are tools. Okay, my friend?
I hear you.
They are tools to me. And when I collect these tools, I know that someday they might be, necessary. Like the Terranox knives, for instance, also known as the Swiss Armies.
Hmm.
You see, Swiss Army knives, okay, were designed by the Swiss Army
Okay.
in the Swiss country. And the reason why, if you see an actual real Swiss Army knife, they're not just no little device like we got them.
The multi
Okay,
tool is what you're saying. Like,
it's a large multi-tool. It's like
okay.
this thick. My buddy has one that actually came from their military, and it's this thick, and has almost like 70, 60, between 30 to 60 different tools on board.
That's impressive.
It even has one of those it comes with even one of those devices where you can, those things you could start fires with.
Oh yeah, like the flint rod or whatever.
Isolix.
The ferrocerium rods.
Yeah. Exactly.
It has its own ferrocerium rod with it, and it's basically it's in a pouch like this.
Hmm.
Yes, um we're talking about Terranox knives, sis.
Okay, so Lex has a question. It's down there.
Okay. Me and the brother here, we were talking about Swiss Army knives.
Yeah. Solek says, how many horses did it take to transport 10 of those knives to the front lines? I wonder.
I wonder too. That'd be interesting. Well, because the pouch that they have is about this big in their military. It's this big by this big. The knife is basically at the back of the pouch. And they designed their stuff to basically the Terranox company is basically a Swiss company. You
Yeah.
can't get an actual Swiss Army knife unless you are either A, in the Swiss Army in themselves, B, from a neighboring country that comes over there to work with them. And you have to get the whole pouch. And our government has to pay for those pouches, the whole pouch itself. Ooh, that's a beauty.
I see arrowheads. That looks like a spearhead. Am I correct on that one?
I'm not really sure. I found these. I live on the
Hold
Columbia
on,
River.
hold on, sis. Can you?
I can make myself big. Hold on.
Yes, I can
So,
take a look at it a lot better.
I think
Because my
that's a
mother used to
spearhead.
do. We used to dig those things up.
so that
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
That's an arrowhead or a spearhead?
No, that's
That
an arrowhead.
that looks like an arrowhead right there. What she's holding.
Arrowheads are spearheads also because they're the
Okay.
same. They're flat.
that these are the ones that I wonder if Tony is still here, if he would tell me what kind of stone these are.
That's a
Because
black amethyst.
it's, well, no, it's not amethyst. I know that. There's a name for it, and I just for the life of me cannot figure out.
Hmm.
But light shines through it. Let me see if I can
Black quartz. Could be
see.
black quartz.
You
Let me
can
see.
see
Put
light.
it right up. Put the right a little bit more. Yep, you got a black quartz. That's a
You can
black
see.
quartz.
That sounds logical. Black quartz. I don't know.
Yes, there is such a thing as black quartz, orange
Here,
quartz, red
this
quartz,
I
and
think.
yellow quartz, and
This one
white
I
quartz.
think is a spearhead because of the size of it.
That is a
And then
spearhead.
also,
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I always
It
thought of like
glows.
a
You see how
spearhead
it's
would.
glowing behind the light? See how that bad boy is glowing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When it glows like that, that means that was designed from the shell black quartz. That means it's designed okay to be.
you can see what I mean, but by see how it's been, it looks like it was chipped instead of, it wasn't
Yes,
filed, it wasn't sanded.
no,
It's like
that was done
chipped.
the
It's
old-fashioned
it's
way.
it's kind of like serrated, is what you're saying. I think.
Well,
Yes,
you
it's
see,
done by with rocks.
it was like chipped with rocks to make the shape.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
always
that's how
thought.
the Indians used to do it.
Yeah.
That's you could tell that's a genuine because
Uh,
it looks like it has a serrated edge that was banged by the rocks itself,
Yeah.
and it's rounded at the tip.
And it,
And I can
yeah,
see it. It's rounded at the tip, right when it comes right to the head, right here. It's rounded.
Can you
so
imagine
yeah,
the time that would be put into doing something like that? It's like
Um,
I can't imagine it. Like it would like that's not something you bang out in an
um,
hour. It's like a day's worth of work probably.
that would take about a couple of days.
Yeah.
Sis,
yeah,
my mother was the only one in Connecticut that ever found a crystal Clovis point in
yeah.
Connecticut on a on a archaeological dig site.
Okay, Stone Wolf is in here and he said it's black quartz. Now that's what I was been told before that it was black
Yeah,
quartz.
it's black quartz.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She's a beauty too, and she glows in that light. That's how you could tell it's black quartz.
And it was done by flint napping. So
Yes,
yes, that
flint
all
napping.
sounds familiar to me now. Thank you, Tony. I needed that help. Thank you.
Yeah, flint napping is when they take a flint rock, and they just bash the rock itself until the pieces just fall off of it, and it's a
Right.
beauty.
I'll show you the authentic club that I do have. It's a Native American, I guess you consider it a club. Hold on.
Uh-oh, she's gonna hit us.
You're on deck again, there, brother. Yeah. I liked how when she showed that, like, and you were talking about the black quartz or whatever, how it was like, I don't know
I
how to
told you it
describe
was
it.
black quartz. I knew it was black quartz because the
Yeah,
way it was shimmering. See,
I
my
like.
mother taught me. See, my mother went to college for archaeological and
This is a
ooh.
jawbone from some animal. I don't know what animal this was, but you can
You
see
better watch that. That might be considered illegal today.
here's its teeth is still here
Yeah.
in it right here, and
Hmm.
it's pretty pretty thick. I don't know if you guys can see the thickness of the head of this.
What's your name again, my friend up in the corner?
Gary.
Let me see.
Gary. My mother taught me because you see, when my mother went to the dig site, a lot of times I would go with her on the
Hmm.
weekends. So I saw them putting these things up to the light and how they would glow. And I even took a child's course, summer course, to do to, on a dig site for the
Should be
summer.
showing things. Oh, there it is.
And
G Money. His it,
when I saw
and
that thing glowing, I said, "That's got to be black quartz right there."
here's the handle.
Ooh. Okay, that looks like. Can you go big again, please,
It's got
so I can
leather
see
and
some?
fur around it. Hold on, I'm not sure what the leather and fur is. This was a gift that was given to me by my mother-in-law. But here's the
Okay.
head, and
I'm
Um.
cu-
I don't know what kind of animal. It's got leather here, and
Let's
then
see.
I don't know what
Looks like
this
some
is.
type
I
of
think it's
bison.
wool.
Looks like you have
No, it's
bison
not.
fur on the edges.
It's Native American. It's
Yes,
from
I
Native,
think you got some brown bison and some gray bison there.
but
That's a
it's a
beauty.
leather strapping around here, here, and here, and then some kind of fur from something um, here, here, and here, and then more leather strapping here. But I'm not sure what this jawbone is from. But it's very heavy. It's really thick, um, and
it
I
would be
don't know.
really cool if you did some research on that and get back to us on that, because I'm sure that is like, I don't know, it probably
Um,
has a bunch of significance.
can you do me a favor, sis?
What was
When you
that?
have a chance, can you
Hold on.
take a can you take a picture of that and send it to me so I can maybe let my because I have a friend of mine who works over at Naugatuck Valley Technical College.
Hmm.
I can maybe show it to him and see if he can identify it.
Yeah, I can do that. Hi, Polarin, waving, Polarin.
Now, you remember the Rambo series, my brother, of
You
movies?
talk, you talking about me? Yes,
Hi,
Yes.
Suga.
yes.
I actually got one of those knives.
Oh, really?
Hmm. The knife's designation, okay, is called the is actually the Sportsman. Oh, I would have to show it to you. It has a designation on each one. It's the 116. It's called,
Okay.
and it's not the actual one that they used in the movie though. It's a
Okay.
copy of. And I've actually used it in Scouts when I was thing, and it's basically a Bowie knife with a decorative top handle to it. That's
Okay.
all it is. And it only goes from here. You know how you tell if a knife is legal? You go from the back of your palm to the tip of your finger, your longest finger. And if it goes past that, it's illegal to carry. If you see if the back of the knife stops here,
Then I
right?
guess my machete's out, right?
Your machete would be considered illegal. Um,
Too bad for them.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. No pun intended. But the like
so if it's more than 7 inches, if it's more
everybody
than
has a
seven
different
inches,
everybody has a different sized hand. So how can that be an accurate measurement?
um, this is the way we would do it. My scoutmaster would take a measure tape, tell you put your hand like this, straight up and down, and they would go from the back piece of your palm to your top of your tip.
Okay.
And if it went over that, like this,
I see that.
as you can see, that's considered illegal. The minute it goes over by an inch, it's considered illegal.
But maybe you're not understanding my question. Like, I think everybody has different length fingers. I mean, like, I don't know if
Yeah,
you
The
I've
understand.
got
cops,
little
the cops
tiny
actually do the
hands.
same thing. They will do the same test. If it goes from here to here, right? If it's just at the palm, it doesn't go over your nail. They call it legal
Okay.
to carry.
Well, you're he's saying like my hands, okay, John, my 5-year-old nephew has little tiny hands. He can wear my cotton gloves that I wear. He wore those today. I mean, yeah, they came down on his wrist a little bit more, but his fingers came to the tips of those gloves. And what G Money is saying is like my hands are really small. And then there's people with huge hands, okay? Like a 6 foot something guy is going to have humongous hands. So everybody's hand is different size. So that's not going to be an
It was
accurate
done by
measurement.
the Boy Scout when we were young and we were smaller. Okay, we were told. And it's considered today. The police even do it. They'll go from here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. From here, okay, to here on their hand. And if it doesn't go past their fingertips, they say it's legal.
Do
So,
you see what Thin Blue Lane said?
yeah,
Read the comment down there.
I can't get it. It's
It
blurry.
says, what would you recommend for the legality of the length? Would be consult your state penal code. So it would
Mhm.
be by
I've already
code.
done it. I've already talked to police officers. I have
Yeah,
a
but
police
each
officer
state
who is my
could be
cousin, my
different.
uncle.
Each
And he
state
told
could be
me,
different.
well,
It's
yes,
like
every
this.
state could be different, but I'm talking from the state of Connecticut.
Okay.
Okay. The police all use from here to here to say if the knife is legal. And if it's legal, okay, they say it's legal. I asked a police officer, you know how police officers carry a buck knife so that they can cut, the straps off of people?
Do you see what
Yes.
Polarity says? We have the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, knives, swords, gun, etc. LOL.
Well,
No,
the
I'm
one,
talking about like certain knives are considered not like okay. If you're in the middle of the woods, it's all whatever goes. Okay, but when you sit into a city, right? And city, I was told by our Boy Scouts had to follow these laws. And if it was too big, we had they told us we couldn't take it on the on in a Boy Scout setting because it would be considered illegal.
If anybody would like to drop their link, and all you have to put is listen in the chat, and Nightbot will drop your link for you.
I
So,
tried it. It works.
yes, so feel free to put listen in the chat if you would like to drop your link.
See, like my like to kind of like I don't want to be like I guess you call me the devil's advocate or whatever in reference to John.
Tell us,
And
Money, tell me about your channel. What is your channel?
whew, it started off to be it's like it's I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very amateurish. I it's it was designed to be an outdoor channel. I had originally intended to do a lot more, fishing and camping and stuff like that. And finances, kind of got in the way. And then Category 5 got in the way a little bit. And then I'm not going to lie to you. I, I started like journaling my struggles through aftermath of a Category 5 hurricane, how I became homeless, for the most part. So like my life has been like complete doo doo since then, and so now I'm trying to work on the rebound, but um, I, I meant to apologize to your viewers earlier because I'm so focused on looking at the screen, I'm not really looking at any of the comments. So if anybody has reached out to say something to me or anybody else that maybe we have not noticed, I truly apologize for that because I'm just trying to stay focused on what's happening before us, but um, you know like getting back to the knife thing real quick. I don't want to harp on this all night, obviously, but like to me, like like that scale, that's very subject, subject to interpretation. Yeah, it might give you,
Right.
I'd hate to even say the word, but it, I, in my interpretation, I have a lot of friends in law enforcement. I worked for the Delaware State Police for 8 years as a dispatcher, and I went to school for criminal justice. So, like, I'm not saying what you're saying is 100% correct or whatever, but I think at best, in my opinion, this is just my non-official opinion. The best that hand scale would give you is possible probable cause to investigate it further. That's all I'm going to say on that topic.
Well, the police officers that I talk to, I know them very well, and my uncle's also a cop, and he says that's what they gauge it on. And if it goes longer, then they have the right to either arrest you or just have the knife confiscated.
The thing is, we have the First Amendment. This is a fact. We have
Yes,
the
we do
First
have the
Amendment,
First Amendment.
or the
If they
Second
believe you're
Amendment.
going to do
I'm
something to hurt
sorry,
someone else,
the
if they
Second
believe.
Amendment to bear arms. If we got to learn from the past. Now, this is my opinion. If you don't learn
But
from
you
your
see,
past,
I
the
always
past
try to
will be.
believe doing everything decent and in order.
If you don't learn from your past, the past will repeat itself.
Yes,
Exactly.
you're
Now,
right. It does say that in the Bible as well.
if you think back to um, Egyptian times when the Jews were enslaved, did they have weapons? No, they had no way to defend themselves. Um, if you look back when, I forget, I wish there was somebody with more knowledge about this, but I kind of remember something about a time when guns were taken from people. All they had was their pitchforks and and their farm equipment to use as protection. People are going to use what they have to defend themselves, no matter what you take from them. If you took all the guns, okay, now all the guns are gone. But guess what? The bad guys are still going to have guns. Even if the good guys turn those guns in, you think the bad guys are? Now who's unprotected? It's not the
No,
bad guys. If they take away all the knives, okay, you know,
they
again,
won't.
the bad guys are going to have knives. What is the good guys going to have to protect themselves?
Exactly.
You're always going to find something. If they take away guns, they take away knives. What next? The forks, your butter knives. People take all kinds of things. I hear about prisoners. They make these things called shanks out of whatever they can find.
I,
People are going to defend themselves with what they got. So
I have a
what?
funny story to share with you if whenever
Go ahead.
you're, and
Go ahead, G.
like, I don't have one on my hat right now because I just took it off. I want to give somebody, but I've kind of known for these hat hooks, right? I
Uh
don't
huh.
know if you follow that or, I kind of like I've been gifting people or, awarding these, but these hat hooks, when they're on top, like the point is like so dull it's like ridiculous. It's not even like a real like fish hook. So I found out a few weeks ago, sometimes I sell at a place which is outside of a real country, like middle school type place. And sometimes, when I see kids come around that are like real nice or they're, real well mannered, I always try and gift, these kids. Um, not, I don't say, I won't say I do it every time, but if they're a repeat customer or whatever, I'll give them a hat hook for their hat. Depending, if they don't have one on their hat and stuff like that. So we were talking, and I said, "How come you don't?" I thought this kid had been there before, and I said, "How come you don't have a hat hook? Let me give you a hat hook." And the mother tells me, she goes, "Well, he happens to go to this school. I set up outside of a school on Sundays." And the mother said, "Well, they consider that a weapon." And I'm like, "What? Are you like that thing is so dull? You would like literally have to use a hammer to beat it." And so I'm like, "Okay, at least thank you for telling me." But I'm thinking like, that's a weapon, but how many hammers are in the school? A weapon is whatever you define it as, right? That's the way I look at it. We had a holistic doctor down here a few years ago just get pulverized, by her husband who put a hit on her with a hammer. I'm like there's a weapon is what you make it, and the way I look at it, anybody can be very creative. I don't think I hear. Am I on mute or I don't hear? I don't think I
I
hear.
can hear you fine, loud and
Oh,
clear.
now I hear you.
It's
Thank you.
Victoria that's muted.
Oh, okay.
Oops, I don't know how I got muted, but that's what I was saying, G Money, is that no matter if you take all the guns, if you take away all the knives, no matter what, people are going to find a way to defend themselves
Hmm.
against unjustness. Um, if you're not doing something wrong, then you should be able to defend yourself. Uh, there's criminals out there that aren't going to freely give up their weapons. So, who is being left vulnerable? It's not the
Exactly.
criminals because they're not going to give up their weapons.
Hmm.
It's the people who aren't criminals giving up the weapons. Now they are vulnerable. But if a criminal comes up against them to hurt them, even if they don't have a gun or a knife, they're going to find a way to defend themselves, be it a fork. If that's all you got, you're going to use that fork. you know, you're not just going to, okay, rob me, kill me, do whatever to me. poor me. No, you're gonna defend yourself with what you got. That's just my opinion. Now, Timmy, I'm showing what you asked me to show. I have no clue what this is about. It's an empty theater, is what I'm seeing. So I did show it.
Honey, I'm not talking about taking away. See, in the Boy Scout rules, okay, so that knives as a tool had to be a certain size. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
They made it a certain size rule so that you couldn't, if you slipped, you wouldn't hurt yourself too bad. To when you would get your totem ship, they would look at the knife and they would take your knife, open it up, and they put it between their fingers and they say, "Okay, it's legal for the rules of the Boy Scout
Mhm.
organization."
Right.
Okay, that's what it was for. And also, the police departments all adopted this rule because a lot of them were Boy Scouts and they talked about it with their superiors, I guess, because all the cops in Waterbury told me the same thing, that they say if it's from here to here and it's an open carry, they just fold it up and hand it right back to you. That's all they do. Because they said that they were concerned that they're not taking it away from good people or bad people. Hey, hey, Lance.
Howdy, Lance.
I got really bad internet where I am.
I could tell.
Mhm.
Loved your
That's
video
why I got my.
earlier today.
So I turned my camera.
It's okay. You're
Okay.
cool,
Oh,
Lance.
thanks, John.
I like
Loved
Where are
your
it.
you from,
video
John?
on. I loved your video on how you went to the space thing.
Thanks. Did you leave a
Yeah,
comment?
and you're right. $75 is a little crazy for a ticket. I agreed with you there.
You guys were.
$75 for a ticket is expensive.
Where did he go? What did
Yeah, this ain't
What did
gonna
I
work.
miss? I'm sorry.
Lance, you want
When
to
you
tell
went
him
to,
about your video today? He asked
Pardon?
you. G-Money asked you something.
I was just curious. Like, apparently, I missed something, so I'm not sure what everybody's talking about the space thing or whatever everybody's talking about in the
when you went to
$75.
NASA. When you went to NASA, you were at NASA where when you drove in, you showed the SpaceX rockets.
Okay.
Yeah, you said something about how it was $75 for a ticket to get into the space center itself.
Just to see the launch? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what he
Wow.
said. It was on his video,
Lance,
Lance's
why'd you drop
video.
down? Oh, yeah, he's got bad internet. That's why.
Yeah, because sometimes in some areas it's so hard to get good internet. I was
It's
talking to a buddy of mine, and they got that SpaceX thing now. What do they call it? Oh, I forget the name of it, but you can put it right on your vehicle now. Ugh.
like a tracker or a beacon or something.
Oh, I forget the name of it. It's called. It comes out from SpaceX, the company SpaceX. It's an internet access device that uses satellite.
SpaceX, that's part of Elon Musk. Is
Yeah, that's I call him Muskrat for short.
okay.
Yeah, Elon. Did you hear that some of his cars got to be recalled because of faulty batteries?
I've heard something about that, but how many manufacturers haven't had recalls? I understand what you're saying, but yes,
And
I
they
know
said
there.
it was shorting out the automatic drive features.
I know those batteries are very, very expensive. If anybody
Uh-huh.
doesn't know about that, you might want to research that because I've heard all kinds of crazy numbers. It's not like it's not like you go to Walmart and pick up another battery for $100. No, we're talking like mega thousands per battery. So,
$6,999 a battery.
mm-hmm.
And there's six, 7, some of them even have 8 of them going across the bottom of the car. And you're sitting right on top of it. So if it catches fire, you're screwed.
I yield the floor to the hostess of this party, so I'm going to yield.
Timmy, I'm not sure what you're saying. If you're going to put Captain Jack on the big screen, that has nothing to do with me. You'll have to ask him if that is cool to do. If you want to put me on the big screen, I don't care. Just see all my wrinkles better.
Oh, Victoria, you're pretty. Stop it.
You can't see my wrinkles. I'm only this big.
We don't need to see your wrinkles. You're pretty. Well, we'll send you some oil of Bolay.
I'll
look
show
good.
you how. I show you how we won't see your wrinkles. I don't see nothing. I see nothing. I feel like Ray Charles.
Harry, it comes with age, and it's just the fact of life. You know,
look at all
we
this
all
stuff
get older. It all happens one day to all of us, and beauty's only skin deep. The beauty that people really should look at is what's inside, it's not on the outside.
Last Tuesday, I looked like I was 30 years old, but I've had a rough week, so this is what I look like now. So.
Don't worry about it, my friend. I had a tough month. Last month was the toughest month I ever had.
The owner of the theater. Well, that's on the owner of the theater, Timmy. That's all I can say. That's on you, the owner, and Captain Jack. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine. If you want to put me up there, you put me up there. I don't care.
I got to tell you, quiet listener, I really don't know, all of you people, but I'm enjoying myself tonight. I will not lie. I feel captivated. Like it's like I
we
never
don't mind having you around. You sound like a good person. Just come up and visit anytime.
No, yeah, I fake it. I fake it till I make it. But
you're more than welcome here anytime. Everybody is welcome here. The only thing I ask people here is be kind and don't be vulgar and don't be bad, Just this is a mellow channel. It's a mellow place to be.
We call it mellow yellow.
If everybody gets too out of hand, I'll just go right and grab one of my flutes and start playing.
Oh, you know what? I loved when you did that. Oh my gosh!
Actually, we do love when you do that too.
Oh my gosh! I'm not lying to you. I was like, ooh, this is. I think it was before you told me about the flutter thing, and then I was like, oh my gosh! I was like this is a lady I can believe. She's sending me a message. And I was just like, what it I'm not going to lie to you. It just dawned on me right now as I'm like doing all this out of my mouth. But my favorite movie in life is Billy Jack, and
I got that movie.
The original Billy Jack, and the flute when he would go into the rattlesnake ceremonies and all that.
And that's number 2, isn't it? The rattlesnake one is in number 2, because number 1 is where he's fighting at the school. He goes to prison in that one, and then when he gets released from prison in the second one, he does the rattlesnake pit.
Yeah, I've got the four set of all the Billy Jack movies.
Oh, I can do that. I only have the first one. I would love to have the other 3.
Well, you know what? I think we can work something out. It's so funny because I do have them right now. Like I have no use for them. It might be hard for me to release the original one because I like that so much because and he was a lot of people, I don't know how much, what people know. I don't want to get into politics or anything, but he was a true Green Beret, and he had specific political beliefs you know, but
He sure knew how to use his feet.
yeah, it was like, there's one quote. I don't know if I can say it here, but I will just tell you that I don't quote movies or anything blind, but when he tells the sheriff or the guy Posey, whatever his name is, he
Uh-huh.
goes, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now. He goes, I'm going to place my right foot on the left side of your face,
Yeah, I
and there's
remember
not a
that.
damn thing you're going to be able to do about it. And he goes, whack, and then just
Yep,
lays him out, and all of a sudden everybody comes out from behind the trees, and like, you know, it's
yep, yep.
that was
I
that guy.
remember that part.
That was
I'm gonna
Tom.
go grab my flute.
All right, that was a guy named Thomas Laughlin, and he, if I'm not mistaken, he was like the producer,
Did you
director, and the whole
know?
thing of the whole deal. And the lady who played his love interest in that movie was actually his real life wife. And then
Yep.
when the girl, this will make me cry just thinking about this. When the young gal sang the guitar, Billy Don't Be a Hero or something like that, um, that I'm 90% sure that I know his daughter was in the movie, and I think that was his daughter playing that and singing that. So I love that movie.
Yeah, I know
I
part
would
of
like
that
to show
song
you
by
a
heart.
movie that
It's
I got that
Billy,
is.
don't be a hero, don't be a fool with your life. Billy, don't be a hero,
This movie
come
was
back and
based
make me your
in
wife.
Connecticut.
And as he started to go, she said, Billy, hang your head low. Whoa, Billy, don't be a hero. Come back to me.
Yeah,
So that's the only
exactly.
part I know of it.
I'm I'm
So,
gonna I'm gonna hit mute for 1 second. I'm gonna go get the 4 pack just to prove to everybody I'm not a BSer, and I'm gonna be right back. And then I will send that to you. I promise. I
oh,
promise you
that
that.
would be awesome.
Hang tight.
I'm going to play while you go get it. Back in action. Hello, Polarin. Greetings and happy Friday night. Hi, Bernay. Thank you for coming, sweetheart.
Your
Glad to see
flute
you.
just made my daughter pick up and turn. You know, you have a four-legged.
Well, some animals like certain tones and then some don't. It's like when I tried to play that one for my great nephew, who is an infant, he wasn't too interested. But when I picked up this one and started playing, he
Go
just
ahead,
focused
Tinky.
on
Say hello.
Oh, wow. That's a good picture of him, too.
This
Let
is
me,
this is
hold on.
Tinkerbell chocolate.
Hold on. I'm going to make you big for a minute. There you go.
Oh, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I apologize.
Yeah.
You want me to show off my collection here?
Yeah.
I feel bad because I'm in the dark and here,
Well,
let me see.
I saw it perfectly well.
All right, there's one. I forget Billy
And
Jack.
which one is that? The first one?
It's hard to see, honestly. I'm in the dark here. It, Thomas Laughlin, it's hard to see. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in the dark here. Um,
Uh-oh. John left.
Let me show this one. Um, whoops, that's the cover. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think that, yeah, that's kind of weird. That was the overwrap on it. So that's that. Then there's I hate, man, I feel so bad about this because I'm in the dark here, but they all look like the same cover almost. But I know I will tell you. Let me see if it shows on the back. I'll just try and maybe you guys can see it better than me, but I'm going to show you right there. I think one was like I can't really see it.
I
Like,
think one is the one where he's wearing that one hat and the blue shirt is number
yeah,
one.
well, yeah, one. Yeah, that's what I thought was the original. And then he shoots the sheriff or something, and then
Yeah.
Bill. Then there was another one like Billy Jack Goes to Washington, where he becomes like a senator or something crazy.
Yeah.
But man, I do love Billy Jack. But he was always when you played the flute, though. I kid you not. That's why we're talking about this, in case anybody just tuned in.
You
When
know,
it reminded me so much of his American Indian heritage and doing the rattlesnake pit and all that. I was like, wow. I was like,
the other person people tend to bring up when I play is John Carradine in what was the name of that TV series that John Carradine was in? If anybody knows it,
Shaolin the
Kung Fu?
continues.
Are you talking about Kung
Kung
Fu?
Fu.
Yes,
Yes,
Kung
that's
Fu.
it. Kung Fu.
Kung Fu the legend continues.
Well, there's Kung Fu, and then the Kung Fu, the legend continues, where he has his son, and
Listen,
he's searching
grasshopper,
for his
and you
son.
will learn. Listen, grasshopper.
Yes,
His,
I watched the whole. I watched all of those actually because I happen to have a Shaolin Kung Fu third degree black belt.
I love this. This like. I love it. I love it.
No, 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 not the chair, not the chair. No, come around, come around, come around, honey. Come around, come around. Come on, come on. Make the jump. You are a good jumper. Listen to aunties. Music. Auntie's music is the one you like all the time.
That
Tinkerbell
was
says
that was
bravo,
that was
bravo.
that was awesome. That was truly awesome.
thank you.
You know, like as like I hate to interrupt right now because I should be a quiet listener and just shut the hell up, but I like d- the only thing I could think while you're doing that was like, wow, it's like I don't remember, it's been a little while since I watched that Billy Jack and the rattlesnake thing, but do you think if you watched that DVD and heard, could you do you think you could visually or not visually pick
You,
up the exact
I
flute
don't
thing
know. I don't know because
just by listening to it? But
I listen to a lot of Native American flute while I'm sleeping at night,
mhm,
and I just can't tend to play like anybody else. I
mhm,
just end up playing whatever whenever I pick up the flute and the sound that comes from it. Uh, I don't know how to explain it, but I've tried to play from Native American books, and it never
mhm.
comes out sounding like anything that you would hear on the internet. I just play whatever, and so
Victoria, you play, you be yourself when you play. Don't be anybody else. You are you. You play good. You are a good player. If a medicine man was here, he'd probably be blessing you with the sage right now.
actually, I did play for a medicine man up in my when I was up visiting my sister. A Native American medicine man came to the house, and he was in the kitchen, you know, conversing with my sister and her boyfriend at the time. And so I sat in the living room and I just picked up the flute, and I could see him lean back like this in his chair and look down the hall towards me. And right before he left, he came in. He said, "That was good playing." He goes, "I'd like to hear more of that."
That's
And
cool.
so I said, "Okay, sit down." And I started playing for him.
Are you
And
serious?
pretty
Wow.
soon we were just conversing about all kinds of
Um,
Native American medicines and healing powers, and he told me in his opinion he thought I had a power to heal with just simply playing what I was playing, and
I,
that it put people at ease and it would relax muscles and things like that.
I'm not going to
And
lie to you. I'm not very spiritual, but I what you just translated what he said to you, like my soul's been very uneasy, and just by listening to you with that flute just tonight, like I hope that carries over into tonight because I've been having some nightmares and some issues. But I was like, I swear, just by our dialogue tonight and just listening to the flute, the reminding of Billy Jack and all that, I truly feel like I'm gonna have a better night tonight. And
well, I hope you do. And
but
you know, if you watched my 10 question answers, one of it said if you could have a superpower, what would you would want? What superpower would you want? And my answer is, and still is, if I had a superpower, I'd want to heal. I'd want to be able to heal people
mm,
emotionally, physically. I just spiritually, I would want. That's the power I'd want. I want to be able to.
um, Victoria,
Hmm,
watch what you ask for. In the
why?
Bible, it says, watch what you ask for because you might get it.
Well, I would love to have that power.
Well,
I
I
would
think
love,
you got it. I
I
think
would
you
love
got
to
it.
heal people
right.
and help them. That would be
Through
the
your
most
flute
ultimate
playing
gift.
might be that superpower coming through.
I I concur on that one. I'm not going to
Here's my
lie.
third flute. I'm gonna play a little bit more and then I'll be done. This is my Navajo flute. This is the very first flute I ever owned.
Whoa, whoa, wait a minute. That's a very powerful flute.
am I playing for tonight?
I have to chime in here. I'm sorry for the guy that I told you he was always a loner and didn't talk, but seemed to be talking a lot tonight. But I'm not going. I don't know if you can see the tears in my eyes, but I will tell you. Hey, Native, my friend, how you doing, brother?
Hi,
Uh,
everyone.
it's just
Where's my
you
licorice root, Native?
I will pick it up next time I go to the place. They just got through with their grand opening at their new place, and they moved from one place to another, and they had to reprice their stuff because they have to pay more in rent. So,
You're just gonna have to
and
plant some and grow it in your garden for me.
I ain't got a garden. So, is Stonewall still in here?
Who? I don't know if he
Stonewall.
is or not.
He was earlier, but
What kind of stone is that?
I think it's a thunder egg, but I'm not 100% sure.
I gotta say hello to a new guest in the house. Hello, the Sand Van. How are you guys today? Did you get your
Hi,
van
Stan
together?
Van.
Are you sleeping on the floor or did you get your bed in there?
Hmm.
Because I have this one and it's like it on the outside, but
Let me
this
make you
other one,
big. Hold on. I'm gonna make you big. There you go.
see, this one here has that reddish stuff in the center of it,
Yeah, it
and
looks
then
Holy
like
it
crap!
has this.
Can you turn that back around a little bit so I can see that red? You might.
the
That.
other way. There you go.
Yeah. Yup. It looks like red quartz or pink quartz.
That's pretty. That's pretty,
Have you
Native.
tried to polish that?
I have not, but I'm thinking it might be a type of thunder egg because the outside is similar to this, and this is one that's unbroken that I have.
Now that's when you call it a thunder egg. Is that the ones when you break it open, it has those crystalline things inside of it?
Yeah, it has like cool patterns and stuff. They say they're rare, but
Ooh, there's a squeal. What was? Okay, I don't hear
yeah,
it.
that's my tea water.
Okay.
that's
So,
funny.
anyways, I was wanting to know if Stone Wolf would have an answer for me on that since he knows rocks pretty good, and I seen him in the chat before I joined.
Timmy Ray says you look like John Wayne.
Cool. I like John Wayne.
Little Wayne, Little Wayne, Little Wayne.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I don't know who
Oh,
Little Wayne is, but
I think he's a rapper or something. I don't know. I'm just busting your chops.
oh no.
all right. So I'm gonna play some healing music too. It comes
Okay,
from a
hold on.
different type of
Wow.
instrument. This is called a singing bowl.
Wow.
And somebody on one mic, I made a short of it, and somebody commented I'm supposed to use the felt side over the wooden side, but they didn't give me a reason why. So I don't know if it's true or not. But
Stone Wolf is in here.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the only instrument I can play, if you can consider it an instrument. It sounds really good when Victoria's playing her flutes and I'm playing this. We did it one night together.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Because
I think Tony is answering a question to your stone.
there is a few spots around there are a few spots around to find thunder eggs and get geodes. Ah, cool. Yeah,
you want
I
to show
found
him that and see what he says?
what?
Did you want to show Tony in case he didn't see that stone? I'll make you big. Hold on. Tony, if you're in here, here's the stone he wanted you to check out and tell him what you think.
So it's definitely got the red on that side. Then it kind of has like a different shape, like a potato-ish skin outside. Then it has hard to do it in reverse, but then it has that really bright red there on the inside. And then I have this one here, which is an unbroken piece of the same thing. And sometimes, most of them I find like this, they're just white on the inside or different shades of white. And sometimes they have red. So this one I think might be interesting. If I knew somebody who had a stone cutter thing, to send it to them and have them cut it in half to see if it has that red in there. And I don't know if it'd be a thunder egg or not, but from what I've seen of thunder eggs, it kind of
I suggested that Tony get a stone cutting tool because I want to give him this really big stone that I have in here. Well, it's not a stone, it's petrified wood. But I left it out in my yard, and something in our water turns everything this crusty white. And so the stone used to be really pretty polished on the ends. I want that knife. And
it's a pretty one, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
That is a beauty.
Thank you.
Where'd you get her? Where'd you get that beautiful?
SE6. I got it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Thank you for coming in, Beth. And anybody's welcome to grab the link and join us if you would like.
Beautiful knife, my brother. Beautiful knife.
Thank you.
He has a lot of nice knives.
Native, my friend. Like, do you use like a traditional, like, what do you call those stones to sharpen it, or how do you sharpen it, sir?
I have my own sharpening kit.
Hi, James.
Okay,
a premium sharpening stone.
That's what I thought you would have. That's exactly.
Yes.
That's
what they call a premium sharpening stone.
Can you shop with a strop? This, I have it two-sided. I have a little bit of stone polishing grit on this side. This is the wooden side. Then the leather side doesn't have anything.
Tony said geodes have quartz in most of them, and most thunder eggs have fossils.
Okay, I wasn't aware that thunder eggs had fossils, but I knew they had like cool little like designs on the inside that are real beautiful. I'd like to get a few.
He says, looks like the quartz just formed with different minerals.
Yeah, that's probably it, but it still looks real pretty. I've got several sharpening stones, different grits and everything. I've got like 100 something grit all the way to 8,000 grit.
Wow, that's impressive.
Again, if you type in at listener, LISTN, listen, not listener. If you type listen into the chat, it will drop your links. So feel free to type in listen to drop your link if you like.
Oh.
That's interesting. That looks handmade.
It is. I made it. And it's pretty sharp.
That's cool. It looks like another kind of tool. What I can't think of the name of the tool on the other end where you thumb the hole. The hole looks like you can use it to. Yeah.
It's just a thumb grip, so you can
Oh,
hold
is
it
it? Okay.
different ways.
Okay.
And then I added jimping to it.
Yeah. Now, what would you use that for? I mean, the jimping.
Oh,
What is
the
that?
jimping is just so your finger doesn't slide on the metal right there.
Oh, okay.
It's just a place for you to have extra grip.
I'd probably cut myself wide open. So I need a thing on the to keep my hand from sliding at all.
That's called an idiot bar. Yeah.
Yeah, I need
I'm
an
just
idiot bar.
I'm just kidding with you.
I've cut myself plenty of times.
I do
Uh-oh.
have.
If you were in Scouts, you would lose your totemship. I would have had to take a couple of your things away.
I need two different knives. I need for my Native American outfit. I need a knife that can go on the belt of on my dress, on the back of the belt, and I forget what it's called. Sarah told me, but it's a knife you wear on your neck, a
A
small
neck
knife.
knife?
Yeah, but one that would go with my Native American outfit.
They also call some of them medicine knives.
Yeah, that could be what. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll show you my dress. Hold on. If I can't show the whole thing, but I
It's
can
another
show.
beauty.
This is a cold still bird and game.
I've been trying to bead on it. I've been adding some beads and some
And it's
feathers. So here
a neck knife.
I added a conch, an extra fringe with feathers and beads on it, on the arms of both sides, right in the center of each arm. And then on the front, I added more beading to the front fringe here. This is the belt that would go around the waist. Like I said, I can't show the whole dress because it goes all the way to the floor length. But Sarah, my Dola, which is sister in Cherokee, I'll see you, Dola, if you're watching later. Ugayui. Anyway, so I'm working on this, rebeading it, adding more beads. I added some sterling silver beads, some more conchas, like here on either side of the shoulders. I added conchas and more beading to that. It didn't have a whole lot of beading to the dress, and Sarah's like, well, you need to add some feathers and some beads. So I'm slowly doing that.
I like your dress. It looks cool.
Yes, it does. Your regalia looks very cool, sis.
Thank you, but I still need. I have boots. I have some rubber soled moccasin boots, but I also have the original that's all leather moccasin boots that go up to my knees. But I need straps for those because the strap broke and the other strap. So since it broke, I took the other strap and I used it on a water gourd that a friend made for me. And
Cool.
so now I need to get new straps for those boots. But I do need a knife for my neck to hang with that dress and one for the belt, for the back of the belt, or A lot of the time they would wear the knife inside their boot, and something like that. Because I have one knife that's it's like a double sided, comes to a
A
point,
dagger?
kind of, and it's got a flint that came with it, and it was real cheap. But I wanted a flint. I've never, I'm trying to collect because I collect for my bug out bag too. I'm a prepper. I collect prepping stuff for bug out. I've got a full medical backpack also in there. So I've got my bug out
Cool.
bag. I've got my medical backpack, and then I've got a food backpack also in there that I've got prep type foods, in there. The freeze dried products in there, and things that last for years.
Can I ask the hostess a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, I know of you from seeing you in lives and a little bit on some stuff, but do you do any like pre-recorded videos or anything like that? Because as you're talking about those things, as the oh shoot, my mom's waking up. Oh crap here. Um, uh, like you're talking about your bug out bag and your safety kit or whatever you called it. Have you ever done a video on that? Because I think that would be some really cool topics to see your 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 preparation, your perspective of how you prepare.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still working on it. There's this company called not Alibaba, but Ali Express, I think is the name of the company. And they
Hmm.
have awesome prices on stuff. And so one day down the road, hello V, thank you for coming in.
Hello.
I would like to they've got a four-season tent and different, it's just the four-season tent. It's like a teepee shape. And then it has the inner tent that you put inside of it. It has the pipe, wood stovepipe spot in the tent already.
Hmm.
You can buy also the separate, and each thing is like the tent itself was $56 and something, and then the inside tent was 20 something dollars. The floor mat is another 50 something dollars. But but the most expensive thing so far is the wood burning stove, that I would like to get a wood burning stove also to
Hmm.
put in that. But it's just,
Cool.
when you're on disability, it's not so easy because they don't give you more than what you need to live on. This is a fact. I
Cosmo, if you get behind my foot, I'm gonna step on you accidentally, Birdie, and you're not gonna be happy.
pick him up. I want to say hello, Cosmo.
Oh, I had him on
Cosmo,
earlier, but he shot away from the
Cosmo,
camp. Bye,
pretty bird,
Cosmo. Hi, Cosmo.
pretty bird, Cosmo. Oh, that's a pretty one. But yeah, I would like to collect those. I really don't have a lot of the serious things that you would need. I have the backpack. I have a kit that's the shovel, an axe, interchangeable blades. Um,
That would make a great video if you just kind of showed. You don't have it doesn't have to be complete, in my opinion, and just
I had videos on my old channel before I lost my old channel. That's a long story. Most people here that know me have already heard the story, and um, maybe one day I can do a video or a live to where I'm just answering questions that people ask me about what happened to the old channel. But in my old channel, I had well over 100 videos already, a lot of lives, and that channel went by the wayside. and I lost a lot of the content. Long story behind that. Anyway, I'm restarting, and so yeah, I need to get on the ball, and uh, I don't know how to exactly do videos. Everything I do is alive. I have been doing uh, my flute music and storytelling as a pre-recording, and then so maybe I can do it that way. And I just recently got the unlimited data on my phone so that I will be able to now go to our local park and play my flute by the river when it gets warmer. Right now it's really cold. Or I can start magnet fishing, which is one of the things I wanted to start doing for my channel. I have not magnet fishing, I'm sorry, metal detecting. I have a metal detector, and then I have the pointer, I have the shovel, and all of that. I just haven't motivated to do it yet. And on top of, I watch my little great nephew who's 5 years old, and so it's kind of a Monday through Friday I watch him. So it's really hard to find a time to get out and do that magnet or metal detecting. Eh,
I have a thought I wanted to share with you.
Go
Um,
ahead.
like I, one thing I'm lacking on my YouTube channel is whatever they call that, the introductory video or whatever they call that.
Yeah,
It just dawned on me. I don't know if you have one. I haven't really,
I don't.
followed,
I don't,
but
and I
you
would
know,
love to
my
have
thought,
one.
my thought that would be so cool, in my personal opinion, is you don't even need to talk. Just play the flute for 2 minutes or whatever, and just have that be your introduction. I think that would be so unique. Everybody wants something unique or want to be noticed by, but
That definitely would be good. I agree.
wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I would.
It
That,
would be.
yeah.
Just pick one that you like the most and just roll with it.
I do have in my playlist. I have a playlist, and it's Native American flute and storytelling. And in that playlist is nothing but my flute playing and storytelling.
Really?
So as you were saying, you would like something when you're sleeping to relax and get you to that point of sleep. If you would like, you could play that and just hit the replay. I do read stories. It's short stories, Native American short stories. Jasmine, it's a pretty flower, but I don't want to drink it. I did try it, honest. I did, and it wasn't my thing. My thing is black licorice. I'm waiting for my black licorice.
Um. Oh,
I actually want black licorice root. I don't want it in tea. I want black licorice root that I can sit there and chew on. You know what I mean? The raw
Oh,
root.
yeah. It's a licorice root.
Yeah. I
Is that
do
like,
like
It,
the tea. I like the black licorice root tea, but
oh,
I would sure love some black, just plain out raw black licorice root that I can cut pieces and sit there and chew. I
the
can
stuff I
dehydrate
can
it.
get that I'm gonna get you that's already shredded into or cut into little pieces.
Uh,
So I hope it's what you want.
that would be awesome. I have got a thing for black licorice, and I'm not a big candy eater, so you know, raw black licorice tea. Can't beat it.
did you just cut the
I
licorice with that knife?
hold on. I gotta say
What?
hello, and I need to back up because I've been missing comments. Let me jump through here. People saying hello to each other. V, hello, sweetheart. She's my Canadian friend. People saying hello to V.
I didn't cut myself.
I'm glad.
This is my favorite knife, though. As I was gonna say earlier when you were talking about your beads and stuff and how you were modifying your dress, which is really pretty, by the way. Again, but this is my favorite Vicks blade that I own so far. It's a Cold Steel Leatherneck SF, basically like a K-bar fighting knife,
Oh,
except
that's
for
cool.
the only thing it's fought is cutting through wood or batoning through wood. It's been a really good knife. And I'm also designing my own knife that I want.
Oh, that's cool.
The one with the X in it ignored because it's not valid anymore because I've changed it. I can't see what I'm showing.
There you go. There you go.
And this is the handle I'm coming up with. And then the basic blade shape and the thickness. I think I still need to add a few other things to it before I can.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah, wrong
say
button,
something.
Dim.
Say something, Wild Man.
What? Hello? Thank you.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't mute you. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Um, you've got an echo really bad, Polarin.
Blues band ranking is 1,075.
Echo, stop! I wasn't talking to you.
are you
Yeah,
trying to
just
fight me, bird?
Alexa, stop! I wasn't talking to you either.
I think the hostess needs to know something tonight. I think you helped somebody achieve a pretty cool milestone tonight. I've been kind of like glancing down here recently. I think there's a guy named Mr. Timmy Ray the King.
Oh, yes.
I think he may have just hit 200 subscribers
Awesome.
during
Congratulations, Timmy.
during your broadcast. Hey, Mr. Timmy, let us know if you did hit that milestone. I think you were saying you were at 199. I saw a lot of interactions. So if you did hit 200, please let us know. That's
Yes,
awesome.
Timmy, I hope that I did help you, and that will make me feel
Yeah,
so.
I'm at 637-ish or something. I don't know.
You're doing better than me. I'm only at 339 the last I looked, and I can't get any higher every time. And I'm sorry, this is a pet peeve. I don't know why people do this. Don't bother subscribing to me and building my hopes if you plan on the minute I subscribe back to you, you leave, because then I don't know who it is staying and going, except for that I don't never see you. And it's a rotten thing to do. That's just my opinion. It's a rotten thing to do to build somebody's hopes up that they're getting, they're building, and then you take it away. Why do you do that?
The way I understand it, like, trust me, I'm far from a YouTube expert, but what I've noticed, like, especially with my channel, is um, it like it happens a lot during lives like we're doing right now. Hopefully it doesn't happen to Mr. Timmy or whatever, but somebody can go and subscribe to their channel, but not actually watch any content and or comment, like say,
My
I
phone's
watched you.
starting to overheat, so I gotta go, everyone.
Oh,
Peace and
thank
long
you for
life.
coming up, Wild
You're
Man. I
welcome.
appreciate you, hon. And I'm waiting for my black licorice.
There you go. So basically, getting back to that, the little bit I know, I know somewhat about this, but if you subscribe to somebody but you do not like, or not, I shouldn't say like, if you subscribe to somebody and you don't watch any of their content for like, people tell you different things like a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, of a video that they have watched, and at least say something like, "Oh, I enjoyed your video." Like the terminology I like to use rumor has it, if you use the word subscribe and when you subscribe, I don't know if this is true or not, but I always tell people, hey, I enjoyed your video. I'm a new follower. So
Yeah.
it's like certain keywords could get picked up. So, but if you like say quiet listener, if we corresponded back and forth and you subscribe to me right away, apparently that's like a no-no to YouTube, you know. So it's almost like you almost have to have a notepad. Okay, I'm going to wait, whatever, the algorithm or what do they call that, like 24 to 48
Right.
hours. And then you go back and say, hey, I'm checking your channel out, or I don't know. I like, that's kind of like what I've heard. So anybody
Yeah.
feel free to comment on that topic.
I don't use the subscriber word either. I really don't. I use friends because that's what I'm trying to make is
Hmm.
friends.
Exactly.
And I call people my friend very easily, and I call people hun a lot. When I leave comments, it's me because I'm always saying hun. I call everybody hun. So um people don't tend to, I think, believe me. But there is so many times I don't comment, okay? But I have like at least 7 tabs open at one time on this laptop, playing nothing but lives. I have my HP up here above me, and I open that thing up and I play all of the um, posts and pre-recorded videos and things that I missed on that one that is not live. I'll have at least 5 going at one time up there and 7 going down here. And I will play them until they are over. I don't just watch a little bit and then leave. I play the whole thing. I give them thumbs up. I don't always comment, but I can give what I can give. And that's on top of trying to live my life, take care of my great nephew, and all of that along with it. You know, it's more like a job sometimes than like hanging out and just making friends. And when it gets that way, it can become very daunting. And that's when you see me kind of disappear for a little while because it's become too daunting, too much of a task to do to try to appease and please everybody by uh, doing what I can, which is, and then people don't appreciate or know that I have done that because I don't comment. But I can't always comment. I am a quiet listener. That's why I picked the name because I don't always comment. But I will give you the hours. I will give you help your algorithms or whatever by giving the thumbs up and that kind of stuff. And I hope that that's the best that I hope people can appreciate that at least I'm doing that. But okay, Nader says he's in
Victoria, I'm
what?
starting to get sleepy, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave you now so I don't fall asleep on your live.
Okay, John, thank you for coming up.
You know my respect
Uh,
on respectability. Have a
I,
blessed
I
evening, my sister.
I appreciate that. Good night, hon, and you sleep well. God bless.
if you
And Valerian went. He probably went to go eat.
if you see me keep looking, it's midnight here, and my mom's
Ah,
89 and with dementia, and she got up and decided she was gonna. She's French, so she's in there. Just I try and keep an eye on her when I can, but she's just whipping out some French cheese on some crackers or bread or something. I don't know what she's doing, but it's like midnight, and it's like I apologize, but
I saw
yeah,
the light come on.
yeah, it just went off too, so that's why I'm back in the dark. But so
Yeah.
uh, just it's you
Yeah,
never
it
know.
is getting late, and we have been on here for 2 hours and 1 minute already. And it was awesome to have you up here, G Money. And I hope you'll come back. I hope you enjoyed it enough to come back. And I hope everybody else enjoyed it enough to come back.
Billy Jack's awesome. That's all you need to know.
Billy Jack is
All
awesome.
right, I'm sure we'll connect, and I'll get that to you somehow. I'll even give you all
I
four.
do have my email in my about,
All right.
so if you should be able to find me. You can email me. My name on Facebook is Quiet Listener, the same as on here. So if you do Facebook, you can friend me there, and then we can communicate through Messenger. That's how I end up making a lot of bonding friendships is through the Messenger in
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. And so you're more than welcome to search me out that way too. But my email is quiet listener, spelled the same way together in the number 3 at gmail.com. So if you want to email me, feel free. you know,
In all seriousness, I'm going to repeat this one more time. For your channel introduction, your introduction video, I think you should be just doing your thing on the flute there, and just I don't even think you need to speak words. Just do that. Just be you, and I think that would be so unique and so special to what you represent. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for letting
thank
me hang
you.
out with you guys tonight, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming up. Like I said, this channel wouldn't be nothing without you people that come up here on my panel and all of you that are in my chat. I appreciate every one of you. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot in here at one time, but a whole lot have come through. And I even
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. And I appreciate your helping my algorithms, I guess. And if you can help me grow, that would be awesome. I want to help you grow. I mean, I'm still kind of a newbie, and so I don't want you guys just to help me grow. I want to help you grow, and if that is you coming up on the panel, then then so be it. Come up on the panel, hang out with me.
Just cool things can happen when you do lives or stuff like like Mr. Timmy, like that's cool. He hit 200 or whatever. Hopefully he'll be to 205 here in the next couple minutes or whatever. But it's like it's we can all help each other grow and build together, and hopefully there's like some unification like spirit going involved there, where you truly have some common interests, and you
Right.
can like it's like I was joking around recently with somebody, and it I would call it a YouTube family tree. How would you define your YouTube family tree? And I don't know where to start, but I know some people that would be near the top, and I just love the spirit of YouTube, and I would say 99.9% of my interactions on YouTube have been fabulous. So, but
Yeah,
I'm not one of those big channels that have 100,000 and have been
yeah.
harassed, by stalkers or anything. I probably won't have to worry about that for a very long time.
Well, I have, because you know what? I don't judge. That's one thing about me. I don't judge people. I find the good in each individual,
Hmm.
and I find a common like that we can communicate about. And even when I don't have a common like there's channels what do baseball cards,
Hmm.
and do the little comic cards or
Hmm.
wrestling cards. I have no interest in that, but they were small channels when they were on somebody else's panel, and they were a small channel and they were asking for friends.
Hmm.
And I said, why not? All it is hitting the button down here and going there. And even if you're not interested, you can still help them by running it in the background. Turn the volume down. You don't have to even really listen. Don't turn it off because it won't work, but turn it down. Give them a thumbs up. It helps their algorithms and it helps them grow. And do that more than just once in a great while. You got to do that often to keep yourself with them and to keep them going. And so that's what I do. Even if I have no interest in a lot of what they do, I follow channels that all they do is sell stuff. I don't have the money to buy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll go there and window shop and I'll watch them. And when they're live, I comment, "Wow, that's pretty," or I would just hear window shop. You know, there's always something you can do to help somebody else, and if I can do it, I'll do it. And it doesn't matter if I have a common interest. Like I said, there's many channels I follow that I really don't. I'm not, but I like the people. I like their personality. There's something about the way they talk, the way they interact that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And so that brings me to wanting to help them to grow. Fishing. I'm not big on fishing, but you know what? I'll help fishing channels. There's I'm not particular. If I like the person, the personality, if you're for instance, there are channels that I refuse to stick with, or channels that I do stick with, but I won't listen. I will turn their volume down. They understand me and they understand why I do it. I don't like vulgarity. It makes me very
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable when there's a lot of cursing and a lot of perversion. I'm not into that. It's not my personality and it makes me uncomfortable. But there's something about the individual that belongs to that channel that I did like. So I'm going to help that channel by giving them the like and turning the volume down and giving them the hours. And I'll do that more often than as often as I can. Let's just put it that way. But there's always a reason why I do it. There's always something about somebody that is positive, and I find that in them, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
stick with them for that.
Exactly.
You probably won't like my next video game then, Victoria. There's a bunch of cussing CBers on it.
Yeah, even Polarin, when he's got nothing but his CB stuff going, I'm not into that. But you know what? I go to Polarin's channel, I turn the volume down, I give Polarin a thumbs up. I might say nothing but hello. I'm waving at you, Polarin, and that's it. But he knows that I'm there for him in that way, right, Polarin?
Yeah, I hear you. CB radio and all that stuff's not for everybody.
Yeah, but I like Polarin. I think
Yep.
Polarin's a great guy, and he's a loyal friend. You know, so that's just what that's about: building friendships and making them loyal, making them last.
Yep.
And so I hope I'll make some more friends. And it is 2:10. And I am going to say, even though you haven't said a whole lot, Larry, I got to say good night. Thank
What
you,
was it?
Sandman. And I hope you guys get your RV together so you can get up off the floor. Stay under an awning, don't get wet. Hey, how's the skylight working out? No leaks, right? And the air thing that you guys put in, the vent, no leaks, right? They, if you guys don't know the Sandband, they're pretty cool. They're not RVers because they're in a van, but they travel, and I believe they are in Australia, right?
Mm.
Are you guys in Australia, Sandband? I forget. I believe that they're in Australia. but I could be wrong. And they're an awesome couple with a little cutie dog. Um, and they gutted their RV and they're changing it around. It's like us in a house, we get bored with something, we start moving our furniture. Well, they're moving the furniture in a van. They're
Hmm.
changing it up. Thank you,
That's-
Ava. I didn't know you were still here, hon. And so, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. I will play my flute as an ending theme.
Oh, that'd be
God
cool.
bless. Stay safe.
That'll help me sleep. Thank you.
Yeah, Victoria, before you go,
What?
now that you're kind of set up with OBS there, thanks to Devil Dog, I think it was, you can make and make videos with that, and all you really need now is a good video editor.
Yeah, I do have a video editor. My issue with that, and I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid and I don't have a memory worth a darn. I don't know how to use the darn thing. And once somebody shows me how to use it, unless they do like Eddie did, every time I have an issue, I was able to call Eddie. He would get on there. He would go into the what is this thing called? Hold on. He would go into, it's not pulling up, I forget, the thing where he has control of a computer. And then he would go to whatever we were wanting to do, and he would do it and show me what he was doing, and then he had me do it so that I learned. But I, I have brain damage. I don't know how many people know this. I have brain damage on the left side of my brain, where my brain slammed against my skull so much and so hard and severe that I have white scar tissue all over the left side of my brain. I've had a stroke in my early 20s, and so I have an issue and a hard time with my memory. Uh, and computer is really hard. Now, I learn easier by doing instead of being told, you know, this is what you do, this is what I'm going to forget by the time I go to do it, if that makes any sense. But if you walk me through it step by step, um, I'm more likely going to get it. But I'm not going to get it the first time. I'm gonna forget a thing or two here and there. So yeah, that's my issue with using the editor. Is I just can't remember what to do. Even if I watch a video, I can't get it. I need walked through it to do, like somebody to sit there and, okay, you do this. Let's go to your videos or your pictures, find what, and then you do this. You know what I mean? I need step like a baby, walked through it. Hi, Lucas. But
Yeah.
so that's the issue. I know that I do need an editor. I need to know how to use an editor. The issue is I have brain damage and it's hard for me. I don't like admitting, things. I've been called a woman of mystery because it's hard for me to talk about me deeply. But there you go. I have problems with my memory, really bad problems, and learning issues. So anyway, I am going to say,
I have to tell you, I honestly, you're making all this revelation. I never had a inkling of what you're revealing to us tonight. I will tell you, like personally, like maybe it's a learning disability or whatever, but I'm a visual learner. Like kind of
yeah,
like what you're saying. Like if you show me how to do the steps, like my brain will remember how how to do that, just walk me through the process and I'll get it. But
Yeah,
if you want me to like read a book and a manual and try, like, I'm like, forget it. We're lost already, But I
exactly.
kind of comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah, it's exactly what I go through. I don't know if it's a lack of lose interest. I don't know what it is, but
Mhm.
I can't sit and watch a video that I don't understand what they're saying anyway. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like okay, you've done lost me halfway through the video. I'm lost. What? You know? No, I actually need to do it to learn it. I can't read it. I can't watch it. I have to actually do it to learn it. But
My thing is like what you're just kind of like, I'm sorry if I cut you off. I tend to do that sometimes, but
it's all
the
right.
like my thing is like when you're talking about, people say, oh, just download XYZ program, and you get there, and all of a sudden, like, okay, I'm there now. Like, now what do I do? You know, like I don't know all the terminology. Like I will use an example. Like I recently learned what a transition was. You know, I don't know how to do it, but I learned what the terminology is. But
What is it? Because I don't
a
know.
transition is like when like people will do like a like a ease into a screen or ease out or whatever. It's like a fade away or fade in or something like that.
Okay,
If you understand.
gotcha.
So that would what they would call like a transition. There's different ways to do that, but like there's so many things. Like okay, great. I've downloaded this app. Now, no, where the hell do I go now? Like like it's for some
Yeah,
people, and maybe when I was in high school, we used typewriters. We didn't even have computers back then. So now, I've used computers most of my life after that. But as far as learning terminology and, you know, I think like for me personally, once I know what can be done and what the process is called, like, how to implement a transition on your YouTube page or something. At least if you know the terminology, you have a starting point to do research on and then implement. But there's so much terminology out there in the editing softwares and stuff like that it's crazy. Like you look at some of these things, they look like EKG machines. When you're trying to blend in and cut and splice and all. I'm
yeah.
like, oh my
See,
god! I'm
I
like,
don't even grasp that. It's like, okay, you gotta put the line here and the line there, but what part am I cutting? I mean, it's okay. Is the line the part I'm cutting out, or is the line the part from point A to the other side? Is that the part I'm keeping, or is that the part I'm cutting out? When you're editing, you make the bar, and it's got it gets green in between. You
mhm.
know what I mean?
That I've done just a little bit of that with whatever they call it, YouTube editor or whatever, and the thing between the lines that goes dark, that's what you're eliminating. And
Is that what you're keeping, or oh no, you're saying that's what you're getting rid of?
yes,
See,
ma'am.
I would have gotten rid of the most important part of the video, thinking that was the part that I was keeping.
Yeah.
That's how I don't know.
I
That's
think there's an undo thing there too on the button.
yeah, but I
I'm
would
not.
have done it and then not undid it, and then I'd be going,
I think the gentleman downstairs wants to say something.
"What, Clarence?
Oh yeah. This is what I like. What I have on my Linux system.
Hold on, I'm gonna make you
Is
big."
oh.
Well, that's exactly what I mean right there. Like that. Woo, that looks intimidating.
It does.
Like
I'm
Yeah.
totally lost and confused.
that looks like
It
somebody
might
would
look.
be in ICU or something.
I have
It,
no clue what I'm looking at, Clarence.
yeah, that's just my video editor. It might look scary, but it's pretty easy.
To you.
For for what I can do with this is I can just first Control R. It'll clip it there. Like if I'm clipping out something, I can take out a section, delete it, and then drag it
There
like
you go.
that.
Right.
Uh-huh. You think I'm going to remember what you're doing or even know what you're doing right now?
Don't know, probably not.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly. That's how. And I wanted to ask Beth, what is TBI?
what is what?
TBI. Beth says, I also have TBI. I understand, Victoria. And
Oh
so,
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
what is TBI?
Traumatic brain injury, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Gotcha. Yeah. So, anyway,
That's
I
my
don't like
guess. I don't
talking
know.
about it. Makes me uncomfortable to talk about my problems, my medical issues. I don't,
and
you know,
for
I have
my
a lot of
after
medical.
effects, I can
You
just drag and drop the
cannot
same way.
judge somebody
This.
by their features, okay? Because there is people out here in this world that have a whole lot of medical issues that aren't visible right here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just choose not to talk about mine. Anyway, it makes me uncomfortable. It's hard to do for me to talk about my issues. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so I am gonna call it a night. We've almost hit 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Not without the flute. You got to do the flute.
Oh, I do. So
You
I am
promised.
gonna I am gonna say good night to you, gentlemen, and I so appreciate you spending the time up here on the panel with me.
Go to the
And
big screen.
I am going to play my flute, and then I'm gonna end this live. So I'm gonna start with what I always say to you guys. God bless. Stay safe. And stay awesome. Because you know what? Each and every one of you is very awesome people. And I know it. You know it. Show it. Show your awesomeness. Whatever it is. Show us. So, all right. Good night, everybody. Let me make myself big. Good night, G Money. Good night, Polarin.
Have a good one there, Victoria.